Up YouTube, it's your girl Ash, and today, as you can tell by the title, I am here to talk about my MAC custom made eyeshadow palette. So for my birthday, I was looking at palettes and I was like, okay, here's maybe 2 or 3 colors I'm gonna use in this palette, 2 or 3 colors I'm gonna use in that palette, and for the price of an already made palette, to only know that you're going to use like maybe 5 out of 12 shades is a waste. So I decided, since MAC has now made their pro pan single shadows $6 a piece, that I would make a custom palette with eyeshadows that I would use. So if you would like to see what is in my palette, stay tuned. Okay, so welcome back, YouTube. So excited. I'm here with my birthday palette from MAC. If you see me looking down in this video, it is because I have made notes. I want to be able to describe the colors as MAC has described them. So here is my beautiful baby. She has been used so much already. So let's get started right into the colors. We're going to start up top with Amber Lights. And Amber Lights is described as a peachy brown with shimmer, and it is a frost. Then we have next to Amber Lights Blackberry, and Blackberry is described as a muted burgundy plum brown, and it is a matte. And then beside Blackberry, we have Bronze, which is a gold brown with bronze shimmer, and it is a frost. And then next to Bronze, we have Brule, which is described as a soft, creamy beige, and it is a satin. And next to Brule, we have Carbon, which is described as an intense black matte. Then next to Carbon, we have Choco Brown, which is described as a muted taupe brown, and it is matte. Okay, let's go to our second row, and we're going to start with Expresso, if you can see. And Expresso is described as a muted golden brown matte. We have one of my personal favorites next, which is Expensive Pink. I don't know if it's really coming off, but it is so beautiful. It is described as pink with duochrome, and it is a Velux pearl. Then beside Expensive Pink, we have Girlie, which is described as a rosy pink with subtle shimmer. It's a satin. Beside Girlie is Goldmine, and Goldmine is described as an intense gold with shimmer, and it is a frost. And beside that is another personal favorite of mine, and it is Humid, and it is described as an intense green with shimmer frost. Beside Humid, oh my God, is a new favorite of your girls, and it is Woodwinked, and it is described as a warm antique gold, and it is a Velux pearl. Then on our last row, we have Navy. We have Naval, excuse me, and it is described as a deep navy blue. Favorite shade in the whole entire palette is next, and that is Saddle, which is a golden orange brown matte. It is my perfect all over transition color. It is so gorgeous. Next to it is Print, which is described as a muted gray with shimmer satin. It is a satin. And beside it is rice paper. And rice paper is described as a peachy gold with shimmer. It's a frost. And then, last but certainly not least, another one of my favorites is Mythology, which is described as copper, and it is a luster. I have had some time to play with the palette, and I would say that some of these shades are really, really intense and beautiful with with not having to use like a painterly paint pot or Urban Decay's primer potion, but some of these are kind of lackluster in color payoff. You're probably going to need a primer. Oh my god. Like, I'm just gonna swatch a couple for you. Yes. And excuse my palette, I was gonna get the insert, but your girl went crazy when she found out that the prices had went down to $6 on the shelves. So I got more than 15 and couldn't get an insert. But these, I'm going to open up my window a little bit, see if you can see. These, oh my gosh, I just love this palette. I would say if you're someone like me who's looking for a palette, but you see Too Faced and Urban Decay, and you know it's 12 eyeshadows in there, and you're only going to use 4 or 5 for $54 or $47 and things like that. It would be much better just to go out and make you a custom made palette. That way you can ensure for certain that you're going to use everything in here. Then it won't be where you're stuck with a $54 palette and you've hit pan on all of your favorite shades and now the rest are just going to waste. So I would say, although this was a little bit pricier, that a custom palette is the way to go. Doesn't have to be MAC. Makeup Geek, I've heard, makes wonderful shadows. There's ColourPop. There's so many places you can go to get like these pro pans, these individual shadows, but I think this is definitely the way to go. So like I said, you can ensure that you have a palette that you're proud of, that you're using every shade, and nothing is going to waste. So that was my custom made eyeshadow palette for MAC. It's your girl Ash. If there's something that you would like to see me review, or yes, there's something that you would like to see me review, leave it in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. And as always, I love my beautiful my beautiful YouTube fam. And I will see you later.